What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another delicious dinner episode. Stay tuned for some yummy food. All right, we're doing baked potatoes, loaded with a Cajun gravy. Go, go, go. Just kidding. I am live, yes, but it's all good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Huh?
I think that's
That's a good question. That's a
as
interesting.
soon as you say something else,
Huh?
so
Appreciate that heads up.
yeah.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Appreciate that. What's up, people? How's everybody doing?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
All right. What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you coming in. All right, we about to get started in a second. All right. Hey, Jax, what's up? All right, everybody. Let's get this party started, shall we?
She gotta find me Chico. That's I like the way you say it.
Appreciate it. What's up, people? Just giving the fam a little bit, giving them some time to come in. Then we're gonna go over what we're doing. We're gonna get this party started. All right, it's a lot of stuff around here. We're gonna just move these over a little bit. Wash this pepper. All right. Okay, pepper is washed. Slide this cutting board down. Spinach. What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. I think what you said, babe,
It's huge,
it's a big deal.
right?
Yeah, I think that's definitely something I need to pay attention to. All right. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Making dinner tonight, as the live says. All right. So we're getting our delicious tofu ready. All right. Very importante. Let's not do that. Just leave it right where it is. Yeah. Thanks. All right. Let's cut this into 3. That's 1. I'm gonna need that soon. All right. Cut that into 3. That's 1, and then here's 2. Beautiful. All right. Be careful doing that at home. I don't want anybody cutting themselves. All right. Very important. So you want to pay attention to those knife cuts. Okay. All right. So we're doing cubes, right? Nice little cubes. So this dish that I'm doing tonight, what's up, everybody? Welcome. My name is Chef Ed Harris. I am your host, the host with the vegan most. No, I'm just kidding. But on a serious note, I am, you know what I'm saying? So this is a vegan channel, right? So everything we do here is 100% plant-based, all right? For those of you who are just joining for the first time, welcome. My name is Chef Ed Harris. Yes, Chef Ed Harris. That's my name. And what I do is I create really delicious plant-based options for busy professionals, parents, and individuals, right? Me being all of the above: a parent, a busy individual, a professional, etc., etc. All right. So what I do is I consult, right? I'm a restaurant consultant, so I help restaurant owners with a lot of different things, right? Every client's different, but basically my job is to help train staff come up with recipes, menus, products, right? Basically help them make more money and do it efficiently, right? That's my job. And when I'm home, I'm doing plant-based food that, what's up, people? We had 237. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. So when I'm home, what I do is I create delicious plant-based food that I share with my community, which is you lovely people, right? So thank you so much for joining me today. Thanks for rocking and rolling. Today, let me tell you what we're going through today. We are making a loaded baked potato. All right. So we're gonna season up our tofu to go on top of the potato. Potatoes are already in the oven. All right. On top of that, we're gonna do a Cajun yogurt sauce. Right. That's gonna be stupendous. Right. So Cajun cheesy sauce. We have deliciously seasoned baked tofu. All right. And then we're gonna do some sautéed garlic spinach to go with this loaded potato. All right. So that's what we're doing for dinner. And on top of that, we're gonna have a nice little salad to go with everything. All right. So that's what we're doing. I need to get my second pair of eyes. I'll be right back. They're right here. Whoa. Yes, yes, yes. All right. My second eyes are on. Let's go. What's up, Crystal? Welcome, welcome. And so let's get the party started. So we're doing garlic spinach with a little bit of heat because we're gonna put some Scotch bonnets in there. All right. Why'd you do that? Okay. Super healthy. Yes, Miss Cole. Very, very healthy and tasty. Don't forget that part. All right. So we're doing a delicious salad. All right. We already have our delicious creamy Italian dressing done right here. I'm happy you found me, tofu. I love that. I love that. Yes, we're doing tofu tonight. So let's get this baby seasoned up, right? So this is one of my seasonings that I make. It's called New Orleans, all right? And it's just really delicious. We have flavors in here like oregano, thyme, black pepper, garlic, onions, smoked paprika, sea salt, really amazing flavors. Tofu and kimi. Yes, kimi. Everything is good. Everything is good. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing dinner tonight. But don't forget, well, I won't say don't forget. Remember, I also have 3 cookbooks, right, available. One of them right now you can get in the shop. So definitely make sure you check that out. It ships ASAP as soon as you get it. So you don't have to worry about waiting forever to get yours, all right? Hello, Miss Judy. I love plant-based recipes. Oh, yes, tofu and kimi. We got plenty of those, all right? We're releasing 2 other cookbooks coming real soon. Hopefully by the end of this month, I'll be able to release them live. And I'm telling you, packed with delicious recipes, right? It's gonna be 2.0. What's up, Em? Everything good?
Somebody sent a gift.
Oh, appreciate that. Appreciate the gift. Thank you later. All right, let's do this. So I'm seasoning up. Oh, this is brand new. I gotta take out the seal. All right. Let's get this party started. So we're seasoning this up. All right, so we want to accentuate the New Orleans flavor, right? So we're adding this seasoning to our tofu, and we're also going to use this as part of the seasoning for the sauce. All right, very important. So this is going to go into the oven. I'm going to just spray this with a little bit of nonstick, right? Just to get that seasoned up real nice and right into the oven. The oven's at 500 degrees. So this way the potatoes and this can bake nice and get a nice crispy crust at the same time. All right. Okay. Woo. The block is hot. Okay. Next up, let's work on our salad mix. All right. So I have my kale that I have spun. Bowl, please. All right. Thank you very much. So in my bowl, we're adding a bunch of stuff for our salad. First things first, I grow my own sprouts. So that's what you're looking at right here. So these are my broccoli sprouts, All right, so we're gonna put a little bit of that in, and we're also going to put in some radish sprouts. All right, super healthy greens, I should say, not grains. Super healthy, right? Packed with lots of nutrients. Okay, so those two are there. All right, clean up my board with the shells from the seeds, and then we're gonna get our kale ready. All right. So when I do my salads, I always try to do a mix of different kinds of greens, different kinds of herbs. Just overall, you want to create as much flavor as possible in layers. All right. Get my serrated, and I'm going to get my herbs that I've already cleaned, soaked, and ready to go. So in here I have parsley, and I have parsley and cilantro, right? So we're gonna add some of that. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. My daughter here is my moderator, so she's keeping me up to date.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't sound like that.
Hello. Sound like Elmo.
All right, people. Welcome. LG, definitely check out the shop. All right, we got lots of stuff in the shop right now. We got aprons, we got cookbooks. All right, spices are coming soon. All right, I should be getting my shipment in by the end of this week. So once I have my shipment in, you'll be able to get these amazing spices from the shop. All right, we're talking tons of different flavor profiles. We got seasoning salt, we have a smoked salt, we have all kinds of really cool flavors. We have a Taco Tuesday, New Orleans, we have a Chinatown flavor, all kinds of good stuff. All right, so definitely stay tuned for those, and I'm gonna release them in bits. All right, we have a total of maybe 12 seasonings that I have launched. So the first drop is gonna be maybe 4, and then we're gonna drop another 4, and then another one. You know what I mean? And we're gonna keep it moving like that, right? So that's that. We got our kale in here. Next up is our red leaf lettuce. All right. By the way, where is everyone from? I am burning to know. All right. So drop where you represent. All right. I want to see where some peeps at. Where my peeps from? All right. This lettuce, I soaked it and washed it yesterday. So one less thing to do, right? You gotta meal prep very smart. All right. Pennsylvania. All right, Cookie. Joplin. Yeah, I like that. Joplin. That's cool. Missouri. No. Where's M.O.? Moreland?
No, Missouri.
Missouri. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Is it? Georgia. Yeah, Debbie. ATL, St. Augustine, Florida. Oh, I'll be in Florida tomorrow. MD in the house, California, North Carolina, Baltimore, Virginia. That's what's up, my peeps. Yeah, Missouri. Yep, we knew it. Thank you for confirming.
Good job.
You know that you can tell how much I paid attention to social studies at school. You know, but ask me international. I'd be like Japan, China, Korea, Thailand. Yeah. Anyway, Orlando. Nice, Robin. Nice. That's what's up, people. Thank you for sharing. Don't be laughing at me. Thanks for sharing that. Appreciate it. All right, so we have lots of good stuff in here right now. We have the green kale. We have the beautiful 2 types of sprouts, right? Then we have red leaf lettuce, right? All of these have tons of nutritional value, right? Super fresh, really clean. Okay, so we have this ready. North Philadelphia, Philly. Yep.
Debbie Cakes asked what you're having today.
What we're having, Debbie, let me tell you what we having. Yeah, let me tell you, Debbie. All right, so we're doing a salad, of course, right? And the salad, we have a creamy Italian dressing right here, ready to go, right? Which we made previously. And now for actual dinner. We're doing a combination of, we're doing a baked potato. Yes, LG, delicious indeed. We're doing a baked potato. On top of that baked potato, we're gonna have deliciously baked seasoned tofu, right? And then I'm gonna make a nice spicy Cajun creamy cheesy sauce, right? To go on top of that. And then we're gonna do some garlic spinach. Woo! It makes you just want to dance. You know what I'm saying? Oh, snap. All right, back to business, people.
That's the veggies, huh?
That's the veggies, man. I'm telling you, it gives you energy, you know?
Veggies got you hyped.
Yeah.
Go, chef. Go, chef.
It's my birthday. Yes, delish indeed. Wow, Debbie, yes, this is what we're doing, right? You know? Simple, but tasty. All right? Because all it is, it's a baked potato with tofu and spinach. You know, but it's the way you put it together. That's the trick. All right?
I think this is the kind of dish that will get a single woman a man.
Oh, snap.
A husband.
Uh-oh. You hear that, ladies? If you're dating and you want to wow somebody,
Make this one, baby.
make this. All right? Make sure you pay attention to the sauce, and I'm going to show you how you do the sauce. All right, Empress? Very important. Okay? With this sauce, we're going to make a roux. And for those of you who have never used a roux before, I'm about to put you on. All right? This is how you make a creamy sauce without any cream, without any unnecessary ingredients, right? A roux. Ooh, yes, Empress. You know what time it is. You know how we do. All right, you know how we do. All right, we don't spare none of that, right? We do the thing. We do the thing. All right, so we're gonna do a nice blonde roux, right? Very important, right? Not a brown, a blonde roux, right? Because we want to keep it nice and, you know. All right, I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down. Okay. So we have the peppers in here already looking beautiful, right? With all the different colors from the red lettuce, the kale, the sprouts sticking out in the corners, right? Just looking real nice, real cute. You know what I'm saying? Next up, we're gonna get a piece of onion in here. All right. Very important. All right.
Empress said colorful.
Colorful indeed. Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. All right. So let's give this a 1-2. A 3, 4, 5. Okay. Onions are done. Nice and thinly cut, right? Right into the bowl. Okay. So that is all the veggies we need for our salad today. We don't want to go too crazy. All right. I'm paying. Okay. I don't have time for no spammers. Scammers and the spammers. All right. Stay out of my life. Okay. This life is strictly for people trying to learn how to cook.
Exactly.
All right.
You need me to come get somebody?
Stay in your lane, fool. Alrighty.
No, you didn't.
Okay, next up.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so I also have some delicious mushrooms from the farmer's market.
You go right back to professional.
Right? And these just got chopped up real nice. Okay? And, alright. You know, don't. Yeah, I appreciate that. Don't be harassing my viewers, people. Like, come on, man. That's an automatic block, bro.
Yeah, we don't tolerate
Like,
that.
don't harass my viewers. My viewers came here to chill, have a good time, learn something, maybe see some food get cooked, see some nice restaurant plating. You know what I mean? You know, have a laugh here and there. But that's it. Chef said, watch this. Yeah, Empress, stop playing with me. Like, don't harass my viewers, man. You know. All right, I'm gonna calm down. Okay, last thing for our salad, because I love these beets. They are the coolest ever. Scrams, Maxwell. Yeah, you said it. You said it. So these are candied beets, guys. Candy beets. All right. There are three types of beets. There's blonde or golden. There's candy, and then there's the red beets, which are the very earthy ones. So in terms of flavor profile, the strongest to the lightest, it's the red ones, right? What's the difference? I'm about to tell you, Empress. So the really dark purplish red ones, the ones that look like purple cabbage or red cabbage, those are your most earthy flavor ones. Those are the ones that taste more like dirt, right? And then you have your blonde, which is right in the middle, right? It's not too strong. It's not too sweet. It's like right, perfectly balanced. And then there's the candy beets, which are sweeter, less earthy, and you can even eat them raw and not be like, ugh, why does it taste like that, right? Regular beets, if you eat them raw, if you're not used to them or you don't really like beets, they'll be really strong. But these, I eat them raw and they're amazing, right? So that's the difference. Okay?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Where do the black ones, like the more peppery ones, fall?
Those are radishes?
Oh,
Yes.
my bad.
No worries. That's why I'm here, sweetheart. I got you.
Thanks, Daddy.
All right. So in terms of radishes, there's plenty, right? There's a ton of different types of radish. There's black radishes, there's purple, there's pink, there's red, there's breakfast radishes. So with radishes, there's a lot, right? And the difference between the radishes is the pepperiness, right? So for instance, I'll grab you, because I actually do have radishes right here.
Because you're Chef Ed. You have everything.
You know what I'm saying? So, boom, a black radish literally is black, but only on the outside. Candy beets, where can you find them? Empress, that's a great question. Candy beets, you have to go to either a farmer's market or a specialty market, right? And when I say specialty market, I'm talking about a market in like a rich neighborhood. You know what I mean? Those would be the places that you'll be able to find candy beets, right? So this is what I was saying. You have these purple radishes right here, which are beautiful. And then you have these, which are called breakfast radishes, which are pinkish white, right? So breakfast radishes and the purple ones, they're very neutral, almost no taste to them. So you can eat them as is. You know, you can cook radishes too, or you can eat them raw. It's totally up to you. Black radishes, however, are the strongest in flavor. They're super peppery, right? So with these, you want to do them sparingly. Like I wouldn't put this whole one into my salad. I'll do maybe a half, right? Because it's very strong. And not strong as in a harsh flavor, but just very peppery, right? Almost astringent in flavor. All right?
I like that word.
Yes, me too.
I like that one.
So I'm gonna leave the radishes for now because we're doing beets. Can you grab me the mandolin, please, from the cabinets? So we have everything in our salad except for this. Cut off the top. All right. So pretty. Like, look at that. Like, just naturally beautiful, right? It's like tie-dye. How cool is that? Okay. Let me get a paper towel. Potatoes are baking. Tofu is baking. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Thanks for the follows, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the shares. I appreciate it. All right. Let's get this party started, shall we? Well, the party actually has already started, so let's continue the party. Okay? So, very thin, right? Because we're eating it raw. Look at that. It's like a beet chip, but raw. It's like eating the most tastiest kind of dirt,
Oh,
which is so weird
No, you didn't.
Wow.
to say, but literally, I mean, beets taste like dirt, but not in a bad way. You know what I mean? Like it's
it's actually really good.
it's good, right? But it's just you know, it's very earthy.
It's
When I say
very good.
dirt, right? It's just very earthy. So if you're not used to that kind of flavor profile, you might get it and you're like, that's why if you've ever gone to a health food store or anything like that and you've had and you've gotten like a beet juice and you drink it, you're like, you know, that flavor is so pronounced. That's what it is. You know, you're getting that strong earthy flavor, right?
It's
Which,
really good, babe.
you know, tastes kind of like dirt,
You're right
but
about the dirt then.
in the most best way. right? So, you know, all right, it's done. All right. So these I'm not gonna put into the salad yet because they will discolor the salad and just change the color of the salad when we're mixing it with the dressing. So beets going right at the end. And actually what I like to do is cut it up, right? And then we just sprinkle it on the top as the garnish for the salad. Love, love, love beets. Yes, Glory. So do I. All right, and I love roasting them. Don't ever boil your beets, ladies and gentlemen. If you've never cooked beets before, the way to cook them, if you are going to cook them, is to roast them whole with the skin on. All right, that's the best way to do it. That keeps in all of the flavor, all of the nutrients, and it just gives you the best case scenario. What kind of beets are those? These are candy beets, Debbie. All right, these are candy beets, and I got them from the farmer's market that I go to here in Atlanta. All right. I love my farmer's market. I get all kinds of really cool stuff. I get really fresh mushrooms, right? Appreciate that chili, Empress. All right. I get all kinds of cool stuff from the farmer's market. So I'm always there. You know, it's just the best case scenario to get stuff pickled or steamed. So I would pickle my beets before I steam them. If I am gonna cook my beets, I'm gonna roast them, right? And you with roasting them, you keep the color, right? And you also keep them more intact, right? Steaming is cool if you don't want to add any additional flavor to it. For me, when I do my beets, I'll add like a whole Scotch bonnet in the pan. I'll add some really nice extra virgin olive oil. I'll add a bunch of herbs and spices. So when it roasts, all that infuses into the beet. So you can just eat the beet after it's roasted and it's the most amazing flavor ever, right? So that's the reason why I roast my beets. You know, when you steam it, you can't really impart a lot of flavor into it, right? But if you some people can't really do oil, you can still roast the beets without adding any oil to it, right? Just cover it up really tight so it can roast and steam at the same time, because you're roasting it to one, cook it, and two, to get the skin off by just rubbing it off. All right. I have to send my sister to the market. She lives there. Yeah, I'm telling you, get some roasted, get some beets, and it's a beautiful thing. All right. So we have our herbs for our sauce. Let's work on the sauce right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the mushrooms, right, as the base for this creamy sauce, right? So we're going to do a few things, right? Let's check on the, oh, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Tofu is baking really nice. Potatoes are looking good. Salad is mixed and ready. So let's work on the sauce. All right. All good?
Yeah.
Oh, thought you were sticking some money. Alrighty, let's get the pan for the salsa. Salsa. Okay, so we're gonna saute the mushrooms first, right? And while we're sauteing the mushrooms, we're gonna start our roux. All right, very important. And can the viewers see me on the stove?
I'm gonna turn it just a little bit. Okay?
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
A little. Appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna get really nice extra virgin olive oil for our mushrooms. All right, we're gonna saute those real nice. All right, and we want to develop a lot of flavor. Okay, so butter, right? Room temperature butter for my sauce. Okay, and we are going to use a whisk. All right, so room temperature butter, this way it just pours out. Woo. So soft. Okay, and we want that to slowly melt. All right, very important. While that is melting, we're gonna get our flour ready. So this is how you make a roux. A roux is simply fat and flour, right? So you're doing enough butter to make some sort of a liquid, right? And the consistency is basically like a paste, right? So I did 4 tablespoons, no, I did about 3 tablespoons of butter to a 1/4 cup of flour, right? And that's the ratio for the roux. All right. So there are different levels to roux, right? There's a dark roux for darker sauces, and then there's the light blonde roux for lighter sauces. So if you are making like an Alfredo sauce or a bechamel or any of those lighter, creamier sauces, then you would do a blonde roux because you don't want to cook your roux so far that it darkens your sauce. All right. And the more you darken your roux, good evening, good evening. The more you cook your roux, what's up, Shimarf? The more you darken your roux, the more of a nuttier flavor you give it, right? So butter is melted. We're gonna add in our cup of flour, and then we're gonna just whisk this around. And at this stage, you're looking for, see? You're looking for basically like a paste, right? And you're gonna just cook this nice and slow just so that the flour can cook out. You don't wanna cook this really long, all right? Because that's how you get that darker color. What you making today? I got you. We're making a loaded baked potato with Cajun tofu. We're making a Cajun cream sauce, right? We have a delicious salad on the side, and then we're gonna do some garlic spinach. Cool? So, the roux is just about ready. I'm going to add some bay leaves, all right, because this is how we develop that delicious flavor. So two bay leaves in there, all right, and then we're gonna add some crushed thyme, all right, not a lot, just a little bit. I'd say about 2 teaspoons worth of thyme.
That sounds delicious.
Ah, appreciate that. All right, so we crush up the thyme, we throw that in there, give this a nice little stir. By now the flour has cooked, and what we have is this nice buttery kind of paste, right? So to that, now we're going to add our milk. Okay, and I'm doing oat milk, ladies and gentlemen. All right, oat milk. Okay.
It's not a preference thing, right?
No, you can use soy milk, oat milk, rice milk. You can use coconut milk.
Vegan milk.
As long as it's plant-based.
That's right.
All right, we're gonna give this a stir. Now, the trick with making a sauce, starting out with a roux, is to slowly let it develop and bring up in flavor. Because if you crank this all the way up and you let it boil, it will thicken on you, and then you don't have the opportunity to get it seasoned the way you like. Right? So let it come up to a boil slowly, and as that's working, then you season everything. All right? Okay. So we got milk in. Now we're gonna add our seasonings, right? So we're gonna go with some oregano.
Oregano.
All right? And then we're gonna do smoked paprika. All right? Some smoked paprika for color as well as flavor. All right? Very important. And then we're gonna go with our New Orleans, right?
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say paprika like
Paprika? Well, first time for everything, sweetheart. Oh yeah, look at that color. All right, we're gonna go with a little bit more seasoning because this is where we're gonna get our salt and our flavor from the New Orleans, right? I have my minced garlic. Now, the key to a delicious Cajun sauce is the lemon, right? So we're gonna add the lemon juice towards the end, because if we add the lemon juice too early, we're going to kind of curdle the milk, because acid and milk, you know, even plant-based milk, they interact in a way that we don't necessarily want. So you have to be smart about when you add the acid in, okay? You know, giggity. All right. Okay. I like my sauce nice and red, so I'm gonna put a little bit more smoked paprikas in there. All right. So that's that. Yes, I think we're looking good. So we're gonna bring this up to a boil. So now there's 2 things that we're gonna add to our Cajun sauce, right? Which is our delicious cheesy nutritional yeast, right? To give it that cheesy flavor. And then we're going to combine everything and see where we are. Let me add my black pepper. Yes. Okay, give that a little stir. Make sure we clean the sides. All right, everything is good. We'll bring this up to a boil, and then we'll turn it down immediately. All right, let's check out the potatoes, the taters, and the tofu. All right, let's see where we're at. Ooh, it's smoking because we're at 500. Look at these beautiful golden morsels, right? Yes. All right, so we're gonna pull this out. All right, because we want crispy on the edges, which it is, but we also want it to be soft and gooey on the inside as well. All right, we don't want to dry it out completely. So let me get a spoon. All right, we're gonna just give this a little stir like this, a little toss. All right, so we can mix it up. Look at that. See how it's bouncy? That's how you know it's still soft and gooey on the inside, right? When it's bouncy like that. See? But look at that. Delicious, right? Almost no oil, right? Seasoned to perfection. Nice and crispy on the outside, maximum flavor, right? And still soft on the inside, right? We have Hands over here asking for some. We're gonna give him 2 to taste. You get 1 because you're smaller. All right, look at that. Delicious. All right, so tofu is ready, which is beautiful. Now let's check out our potatoes. Taters. Let's get them taters and see where they at. All right. Yeah. What do? So what I do when I bake taters is I spray a little bit of nonstick spray on the top, and then I sprinkle it with some smoked salt. All right. This baby right here. So stay tuned. This baby will be available for sale real soon. All right. So in the meantime, that's what we did with this. So the way you check to see if your potatoes are done, all right, is you take a sharp knife and you just stick it into the biggest one, straight down the center, and you pick it up. If it drops off, it's done. That's simple, all right? Because if the biggest one drops off, then you know the smaller ones are done, right? So you're not here going, this one, this one, this one. Nah, you gotta be smart, people. That's how you do it, right?
Chef, you're so smart.
Appreciate that, sweetheart.
That's why I married you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, my daughter's over here melting in the corner. All right, so potatoes are beautiful. Stop laughing. They are deliciously golden, smoked, baked, right? So I'm gonna turn the oven off and I'm gonna put these back into the oven. All right? Yes, that's done. Oh, my sauce is coming up real nice right now. So I would say the consistency, all right? Appreciate that, sweetheart. The consistency of the sauce, ladies and gentlemen, at this stage is like heavy cream, all right? We want it to be thicker than that. So what we'll do is we'll just let it keep reducing on its own. That's the beautiful thing about working with a roux when you make your sauces. It will thicken up for you. You just have to reduce it. But the only thing I have to tell you is appreciate that, Empress. You want to pay attention to the salt. So don't put the salt in too early if you're going to have to reduce it a lot, right? Because the more you reduce it, the saltier it will become. All right, so keep that in mind, okay? No cornstarch needed, just flour and butter. That's it. All right, so we're gonna let this reduce. Looking real pretty like, right? We're gonna put that to the side. Yes, cornstarch is not necessarily in this stage. Flour and butter is all you need, all right? Can we use cornstarch to thicken it? Yes, we can. Do we have to? No, we don't, all right? I like to give you options, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Because that's what we do here on the plant-based channel of Chef Ed Harris. We rock and roll, people.
Stop playing with him.
We rock and roll. All right. Next up, espinaca, aka spinach. Okay, so the flour's done. We can put that over there out of the way. Move this salad bowl back here somewhere. All right. I'm gonna turn my sauce down because it's thickening up real nice. I don't want it to get too thick too quickly. All right. Now for me, spinach, you know, I would like to trust that the spinach doesn't have any yuckies in it. You know, when I say yuckies, you know, the ones that are kind of, you know,
Slimy.
getting all crazy. And even as fresh as it can be, sometimes it'll always have, you know, some unwanteds in there. So we're gonna, yep, I can see some. So we're gonna pick through this really quickly. Emma, you gonna help me? You want gloves?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Afraid to touch the yuckies. Stop playing with the chef. Yes, Empress, that's what I'm talking about. Tell him. Yeah. All right. Back to business. Okay. Let me get a container to put the spinach in. Right? Turn that down. How we looking? Yes, you're looking good. Let's taste this. Please start picking spinach, ma'am. All right. If you want to eat dinner, you're gonna pick some spinach, ma'am.
Wait, one second.
You know, the children, they have to work for their food.
I'm putting the gloves on.
It's faster. Get to business.
Get to work, Emma.
Get to work. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Oh my goodness. Let me show the people this sauce real quick before I start cleaning some spinach. Check it out. Right? See that? It's like glazed and just looking nice already, right? You see the viscosity, right? The thickness, right? So we want this just a little bit more thick. We want to create a nappe, right? I know I'm throwing all these words at you, but every time I throw a word at you, I'm going to tell you what it is, just so you know. So you're not left out there like, what do you even mean by that?
Chef,
so
just showing off that I went to culinary school.
I mean, hey, I my knowledge is your knowledge. All right, people. Garbo, appreciate that. So nappe is when you put a spoon into your liquid, right? And then on the back of the spoon, you go like this. If the top runs down, it's not ready, right? That's the nappe. So the point is to do this and have the sauce that's on the top not run down into the sauce on the bottom. Yes, this is a cheese sauce we're making, the clean swipe. I'm telling you, so that's nappe, all right, people? So it has the heat.
Did you take notes, Emma?
Yeah.
It doesn't have too much salt, which is great, so we can let that reduce. Yes, it is a cheese sauce. It is a Cajun cream cheese sauce. So we're gonna add nutritional yeast, right, to add that cheesy goodness to it, right? Put a good bit in there. I'm putting about a half a cup in here. Right, whoop, is that all of it? I might as well put it all in. Whoa. Okay, my pan is getting hot, so I'm gonna pull this off the fire for a second. All right, I'm gonna give this a stir. Okay, so nutritional yeast is in. This is also gonna add some thickness to the sauce. It's gonna help with the thickening. It's also going to give it flavor and a little bit of salt, but not too much, right? So right now we're at a good thickness. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this off to the side, let it sit for a second. I'm gonna hit it with, the video will be on. Yes, Empress, you know how we do. It will be there. It will be there. Yes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add two things, right? We're gonna add a touch of soy sauce, right? Not a lot, right? I would say about 2 teaspoons.
Is that the aged one?
Yes. All right. 2 teaspoons of soy sauce is going to add some color, but it's also going to add some umami, right? And then the other thing we're going to add is some powder Worcestershire. All right. So please grab me the Worcestershire. All right. Oh, this sauce looks so good. It's like velvety. All right. No sesame oil for flavor. You know, I would add sesame oil, but you know, it's. I know I add soy, but sesame oil makes it more Asian, right? Soy, you can get away with adding soy flavor without making it taste Asian. So that's the idea, right? So this is my powder Worcestershire, right? Liquid Worcestershire has anchovies in it. So you got it, so powder, if you like using Worcestershire, make sure you get a powder form. All right, liquid, like I said, has fish in it, and we don't do fish up in here. All right, we leave the fishes for the ocean. All right, so the only thing I will say is the oxygen makes it turn into a big clump. So just be mindful of that, all right? But besides that, it's the most amazing thing to use. Let me get that out of there. So strong. I didn't know they had powder. Yeah, Empress. They have a powder Worcestershire.
Chef, you need some water?
I'm good, sweetheart.
Get
Thank
some
you.
water for the chef.
Thanks for caring. Let's put that over there.
I'm doing this.
You can add a bit of ginger powder. Yep, I like ginger powder. So Worcestershire will give you that nice balance of flavor. I just round this off real good. Alright. Give this a stir. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You see that color? Ah, man. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Alright, people. Let's get this spinach done.
I have to throw away a lot.
I know. It's we got this one 2 days ago.
Oh wow.
So
You wouldn't have known.
and it's like, you buy the spinach, you can't open up the container because it's sealed. You know what I mean? So you buy the spinach, then you get home and you open it, and it's like half of it, it's like this. It's like trashed. This is why you have to pick through it versus just taking it and throwing it into the pan and start cooking, and end up cooking a bunch of rotten spinach. You know what I mean? We might not have a lot of spinach to cook today.
We know how you love that.
Ugh, that's like my pet peeve, man.
I know.
Golly.
Mine is touching it.
Touch the spinach. The rotten spinach. Well, it's not rotten spinach, but some of it is. All right, faster, Emma. Faster. Your dinner depends on it.
Chef, when I met you, the spinach that I used to eat, you didn't like it.
Why is that, Jane?
Because you said it was bad. I didn't think it was bad.
Trades, you're right. I'm torn. It's like I don't buy it, but then I miss it and I get it, and then I remember why I stopped buying it. You know what I mean? So it's like if I can get it from the farmer's market, normally I'll get it. But sometimes the farmer's market don't have it, and then it's like I end up buying it at the supermarket, which I'm regretting like now. So yeah, trades. I think I'm gonna stop buying it too, because this is just ridiculous. It's like half of the container is in the garbage right now. But hey, life goes on, and we gonna have some sautéed spinach tonight with some garlic, some Scotch bonnet, right? Bring all that heat. I love spinach with garlic, onions. Yeah, me too, trades. If you have a farmer's market next to you, definitely check out the farmer's market, because they, a lot of times will have spinach, and then you can do that, because that's me too. You know what I mean? Like, I love lots of garlic in my spinach, man, and then I love it with some heat. Like, I love making it a little spicy, and it's just phenomenal. All right, get rid of this batch. All right, and we can leave the rest because it'll go bad too. So let's just finish it since we don't have that much. Right?
Oh, okay. No problem.
Yeah, thanks, Emma.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you assisting me here.
Sure.
You can put the trash in here so you don't have to keep going to the garbage. No. Did I put that in?
Yep,
It fell in when I was emptying it onto the countertop.
I see.
Appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, while you're in the shop, check out the shop while you're on the TikTok live. All right, we got the veganish cookbook, breakfast, right? Because breakfast is one of the most important meals of the day. All right, so make sure you cop that. Okay, welcome to the fan club, Tiffany Jones. What's up? What's up? All right, get you a copy. Okay, and look out for a special gift when you get you a copy. Okay. So, almost forgot. Appreciate that. Thanks for the heart. Thank you, Trades. Thank you. So I'm working on this cohort, right? I've been getting a lot of messages about just cooking more plant-based and just how to do it more effectively, more efficiently, right? From, the meal prepping to planning it out properly, shopping properly at the supermarket. And, this is what I do. So I've been working on What's up? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. I've been working on this cohort where I will put together all my resources in one place. So you'll have access to all of my really dope recipes, right? Like the vegan eggs, the oxtail that I made last week. It was killer, right? We made oxtails from scratch, 2 days. It was a 2 day process and it came out amazing. So, all of these different things you'll have access to in this community, right? And I'm working on putting that together right now. So just stay tuned for that. It's going to be really cool for anybody that just wants to be in a community of like-minded people, right? People that, are positive, people that are helpful. You know what I'm saying? We're going to share our wins. When I come up with really cool recipes, you'll get access to those recipes because you're in the community. All right. So we're going to do all kinds of fun stuff. And then, we're going to be doing pop-ups real soon in Atlanta. And you guys will have access, first dibs. You're going to have first dibs to the pop-ups. You know what I mean? So yeah, stay tuned for all of that. We're working on some really cool stuff because, it's my birthday month.
Oh, go chef.
I'm gonna come with the thunder for my birthday month. You know what I mean?
Chef, you come with the thunder every day.
Oh snap!
Because you're the man.
Oh, you see that?
Don't play with my husband.
Don't make my head big, girl.
It's the truth.
What's up, Mom?
Hi, Chef Pat.
Yeah, guys, my mom just got here. But yeah, people. So that's what we're working on, right? The cohort. All right. So we're working on tons of recipes, tons of access to really cool stuff, and just creating a really fun, dope place for people to chill. All right. Miss Judy, what's up? Thank you so much for sharing the live. Thank you, everybody, for sharing.
Miss Judy.
Yeah. Anthony, cop that book, man. It's going to be a life-changing situation and decision. All right. Tons of really cool recipes. All right. And of course, anytime you buy something from me, you have access to me. So you just send me an email, you send me a message with your questions, and I got you, right? Like the whole idea is to provide really cool resources and information for anyone that's trying to be more plant-based. All right, let's get rid of this, sweetheart. There you go.
Oh, for me?
Yes. That's the last of the Mohegans right there. All right, that one. Okay, we got our spinach. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
You have gloves on. You can do it.
I know, but I just like looking at it.
You don't want to touch it? Yeah. Okay, let's cook the mushrooms. All right, let's get the oil hot for the mushrooms. Another one. We got our minced garlic. By the way, thank you everyone for rocking and rolling with me. It was really painful to have to clean all this spinach and only end up with literally enough for just me. Because once this is cooked, it's like a handful. Anyway, we're not gonna get mad about it, right? We're gonna keep it moving. So, what we're gonna do is we're going to add our mushrooms to this pan. All right. We're gonna crank up the heat. Crank that. Okay. All right. I'm gonna give that a little tossy toss. Rest the spoon right there. We're gonna season these mushrooms with a little bit of our New Orleans, aka Cajun seasoning.
Viola set you apart.
Viola, appreciate you. Okay, mushrooms are seasoned. We're gonna add a little bit of sea salt, right? And we're gonna add a little bit of sea salt to our sauce as well. So right now, look at the sauce, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little thicker than heavy cream, right? A little thicker than coconut cream. And that's what we want because when we pour this over the potatoes and the tofu, we want it to coat the baked potato, right? We don't want it to run off like water, right? That's a bad sauce, you know what I'm saying? So this is the kind of sauce we want. A sauce that is gonna stick to the stuff, the good stuff.
Like a gravy? Like
a gravy, baby. Yeah. You said it, Emma. You said it. Spoken like a true chef daughter. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Go, Emma.
I'm saying. All right, let's taste this. Let's see what it tastes like.
Empress said, OMG, it's gonna taste delicious.
Oh. So good. Okay.
Ooh, thank you. Oh, it's hot.
It's not that hot.
It is hot.
We can use a little bit, just a touch of salt, right? It needs a little bit of seasoning, all right? So let's go with 2 teaspoons of salt. We don't want too much. Give it a nice little whiskey whisk. All right, let's get these mushrooms golden, all right? Secret to cooking mushrooms is high heat, right? Not overcrowding the pan, okay? Emma, does it taste good? Empress asks.
It tastes delicious.
Oh, snap. Snizzy sniznaps.
I'll just eat it.
Empress is coming for our pop-up,
I'll
right?
just use
Yes,
that song.
Empress. I know Empress is gonna come when we do a pop-up.
Period.
Yeah. Yeah. Plant lady. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the final stages of finishing dinner. All right. Empress says, of course.
Yay!
Yeah, this pop-up is gonna be lit. Okay. So mushrooms are sautéed, golden delicious, right? And that's what we want, because that's how we're sealing in the flavor into the mushrooms, all right? So what I'm gonna do now is, because we need a pan to cook our spinach, right? I'm gonna get the mushrooms out of here and I'm gonna add it to the tofu. And the reason for this is because I don't want the mushrooms or the tofu to get too soft. I like that texture, right? So the contrast between the nice thick gravy sauce and the crispiness of the mushrooms and the tofu all need to work together and make sense, right? So we're gonna add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil to our saute pan.
Did you put the lemon already?
No, not yet, sweetheart. We're gonna finish with the lemon.
Ah, okay.
Alrighty, but thank you for reminding me.
Oh, I was
Alright,
just
so
wondering.
garlic in.
I was just wondering, like, honestly. didn't
No
know.
worries. So garlic's going in, and what I need is a Scotch bonnet from the freezer, please.
Okay.
Assistance! Let's go, sous chef. Okay. So remember I said spicy. Sounds good? Appreciate that, Ladybug. Alright, so Scotch bonnets. We grow these during the summer and the spring here, and then once they are fully harvested, right, fully matured and ripe, we pick them and we put them in the freezer. So all year round, we have freshly grown peppers that we grew ourselves, right? You can do the same too, huh? Nope. So we're gonna go with a half because we don't have that much spinach, unfortunately. All right. No bond. Okay. Chilies into the oil. All right. Because, you know, we from the Caribbean and Africa here, which is the same place. Because Caribbeans are from Africa. So we might as well say we're from Africa. Right. But yeah, we like spicy. Right. And spicy is actually good for you. The capsicum, right, from the chilies, right, is what's really good for you. Okay. So garlic is done, chilies are done. We're gonna just throw the spinach in, and we're gonna turn this off, right? Because we don't need to cook the spinach. We can eat spinach raw, right? So what I'm gonna do is turn it all the way down, right? I'm gonna hit it with some fresh cracked black pepper, and we're gonna hit it with a Maggi cube, right? One bouillon cube, all right? Just like this, and like that, and like this, and like that, and all right, crush that up real good, and then we're gonna just sprinkle that in, right? And then just a touch of salt, not a lot, because Maggi has salt in it, all right? Very important to remember, okay? And then we're gonna just give that a nice little toss, so we have all of that garlic, all of that chili, right, the seasoning, and boom, this is done. See, spinach, like I said, enough for one person. I'm so mad. So mad.
So that's all for me?
That's all for me. It's all for me. All right, sauce, look at this. All right, let's try the nappe situation, right?
What's it now?
Yes, please, thank you so much. And we're gonna add our lemon juice. Can't forget the lemon juice. All right, so nappe. back of the spoon. All right, make sure the sauce is in there. And then we're gonna go boom. Did it run down from the top? Just a tiny bit, right? So that's fine. So we're just about ready. So what I'm gonna do now is we can add our lemon juice and we can crank this up because everything else is done. All right? Looks good, chef. Appreciate that plant lady. I love your wall. That's tile. Yes, it's tile. Yep, that's tile. Okay, so lemon juice. Make sure there are no seeds going in here. Ooh, got one, got two, three. Okay, lemon juice in. This will brighten up the sauce, right? Make it pop. Okay. Oh, just got another seed popped out of there. Okay, thank God my hands was there. You know, gotta be smart, man. It's nothing worse than eating a lemon seed. Ugh.
I'm sorry.
Okay, relax.
Sorry, chef.
It's all right. You tested me. I understand. It's okay.
Now see if you're paying attention.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Smells so good with the fresh lemon juice. All right, people. So we are done. Dinner is done. Spinach is done. We got this. I'm going to pop the tofu and mushrooms into the oven while we get the salad ready. Right? Remember, the oven was on 500 degrees, but we turned it off. All right? So it still has that residual heat to it. Cool? So let's get our plates. Let's see what else. Everything is cut. Oh, almost forgot the garnish. Right? We can't forget the garnish right here. So let's get this baby. Okay, so what we're gonna do? Let's see. We're going to add half to our salad, and we'll add half to our sauce, right? Because I love fresh herbs in my salad. It just brightens up the salad, gives it another level of flavor, right? Okay, so this is for the sauce. And remember, when you're cooking with herbs, you put it in at the last moment, not a moment earlier, all right? So for the salad one, we don't have to cut it up too small, but we don't want it too big either, right? This way it's evenly distributed throughout the salad. So this way every bite, you get a little bit of herbs. Cool? Okay. Everything good?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
What's up? I'm good at it. All right, people. Salad's right here. All right. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate that. Thanks for the follows. We're almost done. Herbs are going in, right? Fresh herbs right at the end into our delicious salad. We're going to put that to the side. And then the herbs for the sauce. Let me grab the sauce real quick. Look at that. Looking amazing. Okay. So, actually, you know what? Instead of putting the sauce into the instead of putting the herbs into the sauce, what we're gonna do is we're gonna garnish the dish at the end. So we're gonna just sprinkle the fresh herbs on top after we've poured the sauce, the mushrooms, the tofu, all that stuff, right? That's a smarter way to do it. That's a more restaurant way to do it, right? So this way, visually, it looks just as good. All right, so we're gonna put that to the side and let's get these plates ready. Okay, so we're gonna serve up the kiddies first. All right, knives over here. We're gonna put everything on the plate today since we only have a loaded potato. You know what I mean?
Someone asked if is that your kitchen. I'm not sure if you answered that.
Yes, it's my kitchen. I think they asked about the tile.
And then they after that they asked.
Yeah, yes, I am home. So this is my beautiful kitchen, as you can see here. Spent a lot of time in here, so I had to make sure that, you know, it looked the part, right? Just as the food, because, you know, we be putting out some bangers, you know what I'm saying? You all right? The chili's got in your lungs? All right, let's get this sauce. Oh, freezer? Thanks. All right, We got our creamy Dijon Italian dressing. All right, look at that color. Woo! Don't mind the sticker. We reuse, pickle jars and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just the homestead thing. You know what I mean? Okay, done. We're gonna pour this out. Okay. We're gonna hit it with a touch of salt and a little pepper. Oh, see that? You gotta, right? You gotta do it like that. If you don't do it like that, it's not gonna taste good. All right, that looks heavenly. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'll let you see it once we give it a little tossy toss. All right, some fresh cracked black pepper. All right, super delicious. Okay, and now we're gonna give it the mixy mix. All right, yes. Nice and clean. I ain't mad at you. I use mine to drink out of it. Yup. Yeah, lady. I'm telling you. And we do that too. Right? We drink out of it. I mean, it's a glass. You know what I'm saying? Why throw it away? Why throw it away? It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Dad, look.
Oh, thank you for that. That was so cool, lady. Yes. Hanging lights. Oh, and the cowboy hat. Yeah. Oh, snap. We out here. We out here with the gifts today. Yes, I appreciate that. That means you guys are having fun. You're loving the life. That's awesome. Thank you so much. So kind of you. Lay low. Lady. Did I say lady?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I'm bugging. My bad. And you are not laying low. So thank you, lay low. She's like, I don't know if you're a man or a woman. Whoever you are, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Empress. Appreciate that. Thanks to the love. Thanks to the hearts. All right, let's do this. All right. Can I get the hemp seeds,
Okay.
please? All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. People are fighting in the kitchen to help out. Let's have a closer look at that salad. It looks delicious. Most definitely.
Let me bring it to you.
This is what we're looking at today. So we have two types of sprouts. We have radish and broccoli sprouts. Hemp seeds for the crunch. You know it. Tap, tap. Yes, tap, tap indeed. We have red onions. We have red peppers. We have kale, red leaf lettuce. And we have a creamy Dijon Italian dressing, right? Just really fun stuff, right? And then of course we're gonna do the hemp seeds, right? But before we do the hemp seeds, we're gonna garnish with our beautiful candy beets, right on top. Like, I mean, come on, look at that. Look how pretty that looks with the candy beets on top. Crazy. Oh yes, lay low. Show them how it's done. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, buddy. So we have our garnish on top, right? Make sure everybody get their beets because this is really good for blood. It's good for your heart. All that good stuff, right? Super healthy, cleans out your blood. So yeah, man, we eating healthy. What's up, Nell? How you doing? All right, so a sprinkle of hemp seeds, right? Give us our omegas, our healthy fats, right? All that good stuff. Just delicious all around, right? Even some protein in here too. I love food. It's only right to show you love, bro. I appreciate that. Yo, I love food too, man. Like when I travel, like I'm already looking up where I'm eating. Like I don't even play about my food. My stomach, yo, and I'm mad when I go out to eat and the food don't taste the way it's supposed to. Like something's off. So appreciate that, Laylo. You did your thing, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for all the love, man. The roses, all that stuff. You the bomb. All right, so let's get the potato out, right? Because it's nice and hot.
It's an 84 the goat.
Yes. Appreciate that. Okay, so potato. down on the plate. Down, down, baby. Zum, 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 zum. All right. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do this loaded potato. All right, enjoy your night. Appreciate you, Laylo. Appreciate you, man. Definitely come back and see us. All right. We're here every week, Monday to Wednesday. So this is how you get fancy with the baked potato. After you bake it, you cut it down the center, right? And then you make a pocket. You squeeze it like this. Ooh!
That was cool.
Right. You see how you do that? You just, right? Look at that. Delicious, crusty skin, beautiful baked potato, right? That's how we roll. That's how we roll, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we roll. All right. We get restaurant quality style up in here. All right. So we get it open, and then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna build this beauty. All right. So we're gonna add our wilted spinach. What's left of it? This is not that much. Thank God we didn't cook it a ton because there really isn't any left. So we're gonna divide this up between everybody. I'm so mad. That whole container. I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Yeah, poor spinach.
I am so mad. All right, let's get the tofu. All right, I can hear it sizzling because the oven is still nice and hot, which is beautiful. So mushrooms and tofu, right on top. I'm gonna put this closer. All right, just like that.
Mushrooms.
Look at that. Just beauty. It's a beauty. All right. Potatoes in. Mushroom and tofu in. All right. Looking real nice. Put that to the side. And then we finish with the sauce. I mean, it's a thing of beauty. Right? So that's there. This one is here. Okay, let's give this a stir. Okay, all good. And then now we'll get a spoon. Big enough spoon. Ooh, nice catch, yeah? All right, look at the sauce. You can hear the thickness. Listen. Oh, snap. So good. It's so good. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. So good. Right? Just dripping. Right? Delicious. All right? So sauce all over that tater. Right? And then we're going to finish this baby with our garnish. Right? Just like that. Like my old chef used to say, bam! You know Emerald Lagasse, right? Look at that. Dinner served. Right? A nice salad, a deliciously loaded baked potato, right? Everything made scratch in front of you. Like, that's it. That's what we're doing for dinner. All right? Yeah, Empress. You know what time it is. That's how we roll. So that's it. Dinner's done. Thanks for rocking and rolling. Appreciate you. Tomorrow, what are we doing for dinner? I don't know. Maybe we'll go to Vietnam and make some rice paper spring rolls. Oh, I forgot. So I'm actually traveling for the next couple of days. I'm going to Florida to do a expo / chef demo, right, for a health center. So I will be not cooking tomorrow or Wednesday like my regular scheduled program. Where's the mushroom? It's in with the tofu, right? So I mix the tofu and the mushrooms together. See? Mushroom, right? So tomorrow and Wednesday, I will be not cooking, but I'm still gonna go live because I still need to eat, obviously. So what I'll do is I'll take you along that journey of what I'm gonna eat for dinner, where I'm gonna be, that kind of thing. So it'll be a different type of live, but you can join me and see where I'm at, see what we're eating, and see how I order food when I'm out, right? As a plant-based person, right? So that's what we're doing for the next 2 days, and then I'll see you when I see you, all right? Which will be later on in the week / next week. Nice, yes, yeah, Empress. We're gonna show the people how to cook real plant-based food, right? So they can then take it back to the different healthcare centers and cook for the people that are living on property. All right, so that's what we're doing. We're going to show the people how to make, and what I'm actually going to be showing them is this really fresh because it's summertime and we're in Florida. So I'm going to be showing them how to do a watermelon tomato salad, right? Smoked salt, really cool stuff. We're going to make a soy ginger vinaigrette. It's going to be amazing. All right, so that's what I'm going to be showing the people. And if any of you would like to get access to that recipe, just hit me up. All right, yeah, watermelon, seeded watermelon, right? Heirloom tomatoes, a delicious soy ginger vinaigrette, right? Smoked salt, smoked lots of things. All right, it's going to be really cool. Okay, I'll try and see if I can record. Hopefully they'll let me. If I can, then you guys will see that on where. All right. Okay. Need that recipe. Word. Word. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again. I appreciate you. I will see you later. All right. Peace and love.